Finally. Build of the week, season 13. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Hold on, I should probably move myself, huh? Dude, I thought that they were probably not going to do this. So I'm so excited that they actually...
This is Dave, the minion. His entire purpose is to burn, explode violently, reform, and repeat. In fact, there's a whole family of Daves doomed to the same fate.
What the...
Today we're looking at Baylor Mage's Spectre Popcorn build. And we're not going to think too hard
Popcorn.
about
Dude, hold on. This kind of reminds me of that one build that they did last league, the worm build. After this, guys, at the end, I'm gonna have a link to the worm build. You guys need to watch that too. Oh my gosh.
Welcome to season 13 of Build of the Week. I'm Evan from Grinding Care Games.
Sheesh, how does it work?
The Affliction League introduced the Breaker of Oaths, a curious character that sells corpses. These corpses can be animated with Raised Spectre. Many of them have unique abilities that aren't available anywhere else, and one in particular drew the attention of Baylor Mage.
Hold on a second. Let's go back. Hold on. What's that say? Explodes on death for 5% of life as physical fire and lightning damage. Explosion scorches. I was waiting on someone to take advantage of these. These specters. I honestly, whenever the league started and they brought this, I actually thought of something like I didn't know how someone was going to do it. I didn't think explosion, but that's pretty sweet, dude, for real.
The attention of Baylor Mage. This is the Dark Marionette. It has the ability to reform when it dies, unlike normal specters, which must be resummoned from new bodies.
Dude, that's like when you open your eyes in the middle of the night and you see that weird thing in the room and you're like, what is that? What is that? Oh, it's not okay.
At higher corpse tiers, this monster also gains the ability to explode on death. You can see where this is going. Baylor Mage is using the Minion Instability Keystone, which detonates minions when they reach low life.
Okay.
By supporting these specters with Infernal Legion, they burn to death and explode.
That's pretty cool.
Each minion reforms, creating a never-ending cycle of pain for the Daves and our enemies. All of our damage is coming from these exploding marionettes. So how do we get the most out of them? Obviously, the more we have, the better.
Right.
Getting extra specters from sources like this.
Yeah, the bone circlet.
And this. To reach a total of 7, we also have to get our Raised Spectre gem to level 25.
7 specters? Wow, I didn't even know. Hold on, I didn't even know that you could even have 7 specters. Honestly, I thought it was like 5. I didn't know that you could get up to a maximum of 7. Dude, so that means that like the Zoomancer build and stuff too, like 7? Wow, let's go.
The Dark Marionettes themselves are available in 3 tiers, as seen here. The highest tier is ideal because they apply Scorch, a handy debuff that reduces enemies' elemental resists.
Okay.
That tier is the rarest and most expensive, so Baylor Mage explains that you can probably get away with having only a couple of perfect Daves in your retinue.
A couple perfect Daves.
Casting a spell in the direction we want them to go.
That's pretty cool.
In this case, Baylor uses Arcanist Brand. This skill is handy because it lets us automatically trigger more debuffs. Flammability and Wave of Conviction. Smoothness of play is at the heart of the build design here.
Yeah, I feel like
one little concern with the setup. We have to balance our minion speed and the speed at which our minions die, so that they make it to their destination before exploding.
I feel like you'd even have to watch like how fast you are. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if your character was too fast, then the minions wouldn't be able to keep up with you also. I don't know. I feel like that would be a really big struggle with this.
One trick Baylor uses is Malagaro's Lens. This shield reduces your elemental resistances, but when combined with Necromantic Aegis, the effects of the shield apply to our minions instead.
So that gives negative 50% to all elemental resist to the minions? I didn't even know that the witch had a skill like that. Like, honestly, like if I would have seen that when I was playing the witch, if I would have saw that skill, I would have been like, this probably doesn't make much sense. I mean, unless it was like something to buff the minions, but I wouldn't think to use negative 50% to all elemental resist on minions. I mean, that's crazy. Like the stuff that people come up with, man.
With this lower resistance, our minions explode much sooner.
That's pretty cool, though. That is really cool.
It must be noted that minion elemental resistance can stunt the build. It's important that our Ray Spectre gem has 0% quality, because otherwise they'd have more resistance than they would need. Altogether, our damage output is nothing to scoff at, but the build's biggest advantage is its consistency and automation. The Spectres will continue spawning and exploding, regardless of our movement, dodging, lag, or anything else.
Dude, I mean, it looks cool, honestly.
That's a defensive help all in itself.
It really does look pretty cool.
Squeezing in as many other defensive layers as our budget allows. Of note is our significant block chance. How are we
7?
achieving these numbers without the stats from a shield?
58 and 75.
The answer is Bone Offering. This skill consumes corpses to grant block chance, usually to our minions. But since we're a necro—
What? Grants minions plus 35% chance to block attack damage and plus 34% chance to block spell damage. What? I never knew. Dude, I never knew. Okay.
Necromancer, we can use this ascendancy node to direct some of those bonuses to ourselves.
Blowing my mind.
We can increase the effectiveness of our offering even more by using the Wildwood Primalist Ascendancy available in this league.
I was wondering when this was going to come in.
This tree allows us to stack charms that increase the effectiveness of our offerings for even more block chance.
Ow. Okay.
We can also automate our bone offering by placing it in a wand with this mod that triggers skills automatically.
Not going to spell.
Again, smoothness is the name of the game here.
That's smart, honest. Dude, that's so smart. That is so smart.
The budget version, which Baylor Mage developed in a private league. If you're interested,
see, like, I feel like this build would be super cool in like a super juiced up map. You know what I mean? Like a freaking wild map where you like this, where he's just standing here right here and they're just going ham on everything. Like, I feel like that'd be super cool.
A more expensive min-maxed version to test the limits of what's possible with a the Dark Marionette.
Dave Marionette
is smooth to play, easy to understand, and thematically horrifying, which are all things we love.
Yeah, it is.
The Baylor Mage for his contribution. Be sure to check out the links in the description.
I think that's cool.
For his video guides. If you'd like to look like a puppet master of death, here's the cosmetics we went with for this video.
I don't know how I really feel about this cosmetic. I'm not gonna lie.
See you next time.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel about that cosmetic. I mean, the minions looked really cool, but the rest, I don't know. I mean, I am just so excited that Build of the Week is back. Like, I totally didn't know when they were going to come back with Build of the Week. So, like, this is a happy surprise because, like, last league, they were doing a ton of crazy builds, like the worm build. Up in the corner right there is the worm build. So make sure you click on it and go check it out. And it's just like things like this make me just like, wow, to Path of Exile. Like, and another thing is like, this is things that like I want to learn how to do. You know what I mean? Like, do some crazy builds that like people are like, whoa, or like, whoa. You know what I mean? So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what they come up with next week. I'm excited to see what they come out with and really like, hopefully it just like something crazy. I want something with fire. I want them to bring something with fire. I don't know. They've probably done a ton of things with fire, but I want something with fire or electricity. I don't know. Something. I want to blow up the screen. So hopefully next week on Build of the Week, they bring something crazy. But guys, listen, I love you all. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Make sure you go watch some other videos. And guys, we are live on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So tomorrow night we will be live. So make sure you go check out Twitch. Let's go. Get it.